can choose whichever one you want to go for depending on what RNG lock in, which is going to be that Orianna. So right now, looking at the two compositions, I feel like OMG have a lot more potential just to be able to...
Both summoners used by Cold there. It was in exchange for the cleanse and the exhaust. Another engage.
Yeah, he does have the face breaker, and that's going to be first blood. You got to be feeling pretty good. Ming not able to land the hook onto Eric, and that was... Whoa, that was close. Because guess what? They're going to take it anyway. Just don't give them over too much. And yeah, you'll lose a little bit, but overall, you're not giving over as much as you need to.
Yep, so still focusing on getting ahead. Here we go. Find the bot side.
Great face breaker, though, on top of all three members. It stuns them up underneath a tower, and Wooming is here. They're trying to use the Moonlight Vigil to try and disengage. Eric has the flash, keeps himself alive. A decisive call from...
Carries on this map that can be the focus.
Ooh, hook lands, and they have got the red carpet going down as well. Gala has nowhere to go with no summoners, and this is the thing we...
Yeah, I mean, this is 4v5 without an AD carry. I don't know if this is a fight they can take. However, ults are on cooldown for OMG.
Oh, Cold does have to go down for the sins of his team, and a shockwave lands onto Eric, and he will also fall. So
kills. They also will get this bot tower in the pocket of Xiaohu. Obviously, plate's already gone, but still
equaled out. There is the Hex Flash. Gala is going to be caught out. They will land the hook down on top of Eric and exhaust him, but there's still a Talia there. Aki is here. He carries. I feel like it's all going to be down to Cold, and oh, as I say that, Cold has to go in. He's trying to find out Wei or Ming, but he ends up ulting them the wrong way. The Flay comes down. They would have given them far much more advantages in this potential fight. Now they lose the mid lane, and they probably lose the dragon as well.
Yeah, and that to make the play happen.
Oh, Cryan tried to take the honey fruit to get a little bit of a little bit of mana back. Xiaohu jumps in, and Wooming is dead. They almost get a perfect equalizer, but there's no one really to follow up on top of this. Cold has to use the face break to keep himself alive. The Moonlight Vigil goes completely wide. There are low health bars on RNG. The flash, though, from Aki means he is able to keep threading those rocks out and about. They are going to try and jump in with Eric, who does get the kill, but they trade it back overall, and then being a shutdown onto Cryan. Aki
has the Zhonya's to keep himself alive. Health bars get low, and then he's able to flash after the kills, following up on Eric, who went and traded now.
Speaking of a big old fry up, we could see a massive fry up coming into this mid lane, or sorry, this Baron pit. If they try and lay down the ultimates, the Baron down to about 3,000 HP. It will be procced again if they aren't able to stay on it. There is a pink ward on the back side, so there is potential for a steal for Wei if he's able to get into the pit. He does get in. There is no steal. Committed and secured by OMG. Cole just going to sacrifice his life for the betterment of his team, but they found Aki, and that is 2 quick kills back from...
The equalizer is going to clear the wave here, so RNG will be able to finish this one tower, but they can't push for any more. When they get to 3 items and more, they're going to be terrors in the team fights. Wei has overstayed, though.
Wei! Nah, that's no.
Push this wave as far out as possible. Get priority mid, get priority bot, get vision around the Gromp and the blue buff, and they can set themselves around.
He has got the regular flash, so he doesn't even need to use the Hex. He tries to go in, use the face breaker. They do line down the red carpet. As you say, the barbecue is now cooking nicely there as the crocodile jumps in. It's an Australian barbecue as OMG now have to try and turn tail. They are trading 1-for-1 top laner for top laner. They get the dragon. They're now on the Mountain Soul point. The shockwave lands. That's Aphelios with a double kill. Aki chunked down so much HP. Cryan is trying to go in. You can see the damage being thrown in from both these AP carries. They do not get the seismic shove. They're going to see if they can get Gala in on top of this. There's going to be 2 extra kills here for RNG. There's no way in hell they're going to be able to survive this. They're going to try and give that one over to the carries, who on top of carries with the Gnar ultimate, or they need to just try and catch someone with the hook. It's not really the most reliable, and that's
RNG now just going to start off the Baron because they've got complete vision control, and they are trying to force OMG into this fight.
Oh, that QW combo with the shockwave. They are going to try to put down the equalizer. That is burning, ticking down and away. They are going to trade 2-for-1 overall in favor of RNG, but OMG will finally crack open this middle.
4 items at this point. He's got a death cap. Same can be said for Gala with his Infinity Edge coming through. Women getting caught is not a good way to start this fight for OMG.
Ooh, Cole goes in. He does have the throw stoppers to start it all off. They do drop the equalizer. The Weaver's Wall has to drop down. low health bars, but you can see the damage just isn't there. Xiaohu and Ming are still very, very healthy. They tanked that entire fight effectively. And now with no real big ultimates, no real big engage, what are you going to do on the side of OMG? You have to find an avenue back into the top of this, but Wooming is just too low. He can't stay. That's dragging over to RNG, and this is a problem for OMG.
On this Baron. If OMG comes too close, they'll fight. If not, they'll just take the Baron.
They have to go for an equalizer down. They're going to try and steal it. Oh!
What?
Stolen! OMG, get it! The shockwave does hit nothing, and they're going to try and take this fight as well. They are caught in the back of this pit. They can see Bright going in with the flame spitter, trying his very, very best, but Cryan is still alive. Wooming did TP on the backside. They just keep going. They're going to keep trying to get on top of him, but Wooming has not got the damage. It is not going to be enough, but Cryan is going to pentakill OMG.
Tearing through people when these fights happen. Xiaohu's about to turn Mega, but OMG respect it and just lose the tower here. I would have loved to see OMG just commit to mid lane here. Realistically, you don't want to 5v5 this team. It's not going to be a Dragon Soul for RNG. They could have just run straight towards a mid inhib, but they opt out of that one. RNG get the Dragon anyway, and now RNG can try and force this fight.
Oh, there's no lantern. Cole goes in with the showstopper to start it all off. There's Eric on the backside trying to see if he can do anything. Equalizer goes down. They are trying to see if they can get as much damage down as possible. But the rest of RNG, they're just kiting. They're just keeping everybody away. They do get crying, but you can see Xiaohu finally getting in. It's going to be Gala just keeping himself alive. It's a triple for Gala. He's going to try and go for another one. Do we get a double pentakill in this game? It's a quadra for Gala, and you've got to feel like the writing is on the wall. RNG with 2 potential pentakills. Wooming does not want to give it over. There it is. It eventually goes down. Pentakill. Look how many there are in that river right now, be it between, you know, Nidalee traps and you know, zombie wards. But I have to stop myself. A 3-man ultimate there from Xiaohu onto this mid side. We do actually see Wei and Gala being peppered down. Cold is dead. They have the GA on top of Xiaohu, and he's got the dark.
Anything, RNG are just gonna stand next to him like, okay, we'll continue the Baron.
They're waiting for the equalizer, which is available, but I don't know if they can really go for it. He tries his very, very best. I respect the attempt, but there's not a lot you can do here. OMG, you have to back away, and with this Baron puff, with this Baron push, all carries on full items, 40 minutes into the game. This has to be the end here for OMG. RNG looking to end this one right now and send us to game 2.
Yeah, incredibly difficult one for OMG here. When you look at the drafts, they couldn't allow it to go this late. They couldn't allow it to be this even the entire time. Needed to find more of a snowball. Really well played by Xiaohu in the early game as well to deny that snowball that Aki was trying to make happen with the Talia.
Ooh, Cryan needs to be a little bit careful. Does only land the shockwave onto one and does trade his life for it, but a double kill straight away here for Gala. As triple kill for Gala. He's going to finish off the game very, very nicely. Gets the win there for RNG.
Make it very difficult for Gala to ever get his ult off if Cold plays that well on the Galio and can save his CC. But ultimately, you're going to do a good job in pressuring a deserved kill here for the bot lane of OMG.
Yep, again, good early game start for the side of OMG, but now RNG want to get their own early game start. Xiaohu is here with his mid laner and jungler. The spear does not hit. They're running out of minions pretty quick. They're going to try and jump straight on top of him. The TP comes out. Oh, no, it's disaster. It's disaster for RNG.
Against Lucian in the early stages as Jax, so this is kind of brought him away into the game, and now he wants a 1v1.
He can 1v1. That counter-strike just stops everything that Xiaohu wants to do, and Xiaohu has forced to flash away. He will be healed, but just not enough to keep him alive. Wooming will still fall as Wei cleans up that one, but overall, still 2 kills on this Jax. Yes, he doesn't have the CS numbers, but if he's still getting gold, it's not going to be that bad for him.
The issue being, Xiaohu has TP, so even though they trade, hang on, dive in the bot lane.
Yeah, we're going to see action all day, every day. Great 2-man knockup, though, from Ming. Does mean that Gala is able to keep everyone on OMG at arm's length. Look at how low these health bars are. Gala takes 1. He's going for the second. It's 2 kills, double. And now Cold is on the wrong side. Triple kill for Gala.
Monumental. Like, I honestly don't know how you respond to that. Cold is now roaming to the top side.
Xiaohu does get Counter-Strike down, but Cold with no flash. Has got exhaust. Wooming is, this is weird. It's like a 2v1, but a 1v1 at the exact same time. You can see Xiaohu's feeling a little bit frisky about it, but Bright is here to brighten up your day, Mr. Xiaohu. You will not land that piercing light, and you will fall to the Orianna. I can't even get excited about things anymore because I could be a bigger play just around the corner, but overall it ends up equalizing the kill count. And Wei here just making sure he keeps everybody honest.
Bright may have overextended, though.
Oh
I'm pretty sure he's going to die.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. No flash, no anything. Goodbye, Bright. You had a bright future ahead of you, and now you are in a gray screen. Oh, the top lane is being bombarded by solo laners. It does give OMG the opportunity to take down the Mountain Drake, so they're going to get that one stacking for themselves nice and easily. Next Drake is going to be a Cloud, so they will have either an Ocean or an Infernal Soul later on in the game. We'll touch on that whenever it's relevant, but see what they want to do now on top of Cold, who has to use the Shield of Duran, and that is the Inferno trigger. Gala gets the flash out of Eric.
He's got his tier, he's got his Cull. Be heading towards a Mana Moon first, and then, or maybe second, and we'll see what he goes after that. But plenty of options available for him. Wouldn't be surprised to see something like the Gale Force coming on through. As the tower will go down. I wasn't sure if they were matchups, so when they drafted that Lucian, you knew that they were drafting for winning lanes.
Oh, they're trying to go for a little bit of a dive here on the Xiaohu. They are going to use the hero's entrance and try to jump straight on top of him. Xiaohu will fall, but Cryan is here, exhausted immediately as Aki respects him and does get himself out with his flash. But with 4 people now on top side, can Cryan get himself out? They still have the Lilting Lullaby, and they are going to invest it straight away on top of Cryan, who flashes, but you cannot flash away from
be able to finish this tower off, or at least he'll finish it on the next wave that's coming on the way. Wei will be able to finish this Drake. They maybe even can snag a Gromp or so from the jungle, but maybe might be a little bit too late for that one. But yeah, RNG will answer in terms of gold. You can see that they're still way ahead gold-wise, but it's a really nice proactive play from OMG that they're playing on the opposite side of the map, that they're making things happen for themselves.
Yeah, Wei trying to make it a little bit more of a costly mistake. Cold has to be a bit careful as Gala is here. Aki cannot join in. He's forced to flash.
Yeah, I don't really expect Wooming and Cryan to actually fight 1v1 realistically. We're beyond the point in the game where that's likely to happen. You expect this to be down to jungle intervention
later on as it goes, and I feel like if you're RNG, you're looking to try and just catch mismatches like this where you can catch out someone like Cold. Maybe try and bring him down as quick as possible. Rift Herald did go down into the mid lane. Lilting Lullaby is used onto 2. Wooming is here with the counter-strike, and this is the engage. We talked about Shockwave, though. Misses onto everybody. Tower in the mid lane falls. Cryan goes in, but he has nowhere to go. The Gore Drinker can only keep him alive for so long. They will get another charge with the Rift Herald, but overall, 2 kills in favor
of... Cryan tries to re-engage this fight. I think he was anticipating more from the rest of his team there, but it is going to trade for a tier 2 in the mid lane and the dragon that Wei is already working his way through. So still, all things considered, these are net positives for RNG. RNG still very much in control of this game, and OMG want to change that as they're grouping up on the top.
Mid lane being pushed out now by RNG. Dragon has been started up. Now they know that it's going on. Eric trying to drag it out as best he can. Great Shockwave to start this one off, but that's not going to be enough to be able to kill off anyone on RNG. Now, OMG, they secure the Dragon. Can they get anything else? There's a Lilting Lullaby onto 2. Doesn't really get anyone. This is such a close fight. The Sterix Gauge has been popped by Cryan. Everyone just trying to keep themselves alive. Left the objective wide open.
It's exactly what you said before, Penguin. This team shreds it with the Kraken Slayer on Lucian. They will annihilate this Baron. It's already taken. Brit AD carrying Samira. Sure, she's really strong in the early game, but she's not terrible in the late game. It's not like she's not going to do damage. And the same for the Renekton. Because of this build, you can go. Out of the RNG aren't able to take an inhib off the back of this because this dragon alone is enough reward. And now if they can set up for the next Drake on top of that, Ocean Soul, that removes any. Face check this, they have 1 ward behind the situation, so they will spot that it's happening. And now TP comes in.
TP is there. They're going to drop Aki back away from it. So that is the Baron over to RNG. They're going to use the Hero's entrance as well, but it locks up absolutely nobody. Now Cole's caught between a rock and a hard place. Needs to be so careful. They're not able to get the lilting lullaby onto many people. Two-man shockwave is big onto Way. Cole tries to continue, but you cannot flash in with the Ruthless Predator. And that is everything for RNG. They get 4 kills. They get Baron. They lose nothing. And they're going to barrel up the mid lane.
Beautifully set up here by RNG, and this should be the game in the bag. They've got 30 seconds, 40 seconds on some of these death timers. They've got Baron, they've got a minion wave. Bright is alone to try and defend this.
Bright is alone with no flash and no shock wave. We can see Xiao just going back, picking up an item, probably going to TP back into the base as well. And that is all she wrote for this game. RNG, they get the 2-0, but the result does definitely not tell the story of this series. They had to fight for it. They had to dig deep in that first, or sorry, in this second